Gotta chew on everything, don't you? Huh? Well, guys, while I finish up these lights on the cabin here, I'm hoping that y'all stick around and watch some more of this trip video. Well, guys, after hitting 51 down here in Shawnee, Oklahoma yesterday, the snow all melted, and I decided I'm going to get back on the road and head for Big Bend. But first, I think I'm going to stop at a overnight camp spot near Abilene, Texas. We'll go from there. Today's supposed to be in the mid-60s, so that should be nice driving weather. Nice and clear, blue sky. The wind ain't blowing too bad today. So I think I'm going to make some mileage up and head toward Abilene and that campground for the night. And back on the road again, guys. We will see when something interesting comes up. This is what happens when you let GPS take over and go the shortest route. You end up on a few different back roads, we'll call them.
Continue on Oklahoma 29 west for 6 miles.
He's crossing the mighty Red River. I don't know if you can see much of it. Just like that, we're in Texas. I gotta tell you guys, there's a lot of cattle farms along this stretch. I'm not sure the name of this town, but it's the first Texas town I found. I know it's pretty dark out yet, but it's looking to be a beautiful sunrise. It's just a city park that I camped at last night. I already brought down the tent and I'm parked out in the parking lot, not that you can see it. But yeah, anyhow, I'm getting ready to get going and get on with the adventure. Guys, we're just outside of Abilene. We're at Fort Phantom Hill here. I just figured I'd take a quick tour of it and see some of the old remnants of the fort. Here's the old commanding officer's quarters. And back there's a little rest area. And back here there's all kinds of chimneys. A couple old wells on site here. At least I'm assuming they're wells. Now that's a pretty cool relic. And most of these buildings you can just barely make out the old footprint where the old foundations were. Kind of cool. This one here, I don't know, some sort of root cellar maybe at one time. We'll go over here. Seem to be a bunch more chimneys. Hopefully everyone can see in between the bugs. The last two gas stations I stopped at never had any of the squeegees for the washing your windshields. I'm pretty impressed already. I'm liking this backcountry campus. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but what a spectacular view in there. You know, one thing, I gotta load this a little better tomorrow morning on our adventures. Everything is bouncing around and back a little too much. So I'm gonna get broke. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It only took about 1,500 miles or so. But we got down here to Big Bend National Park to find some nice warm weather. Well guys, it's kind of a gray morning out, but I'm going to go ahead and fix some breakfast here. I rearranged the Jeep a little bit so that I don't have so much rattling going on when I'm driving around on some of these rough roads. I've got 2 more nights here at a different location on each night. So I'm going to get packed up here in a little bit as soon as I have some breakfast and then hit the trail again. My next site, maybe do some sightseeing in between. Anyhow, after packing up here, I think I'll head over into New Mexico for a bit and check out a few sites over there before I head off into Arizona and meet up with Brian and possibly Randy Wiley if he's around. Well guys, we're driving down Glen Spring Road. Gonna meet up with River Road East, and then we're gonna head over to my other campsite here at Big Bend National Park. But I just stopped to see this little drop off down here. Still kind of hazy from either smoke or something in the air. So yeah, I'll get on with the drive. Wow, that's pretty cool. Hate to fall off the edge though. Now they stack stone to shore up the road. Well guys, after checking out the visitor center and the overlook and the hot springs, I didn't do any videotaping down there because too many people, and I'm still a little shy about video recording when there's a lot of people around. Just one of those things I have to get better at, but in the meantime, I'm heading back into the park a little further to get to my next remote campground. That'll shake your teeth loose. Well, this is pretty fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I think I found a name for my Jeep. It's one of them Jeep things. The Roadrunner just ran out in front of me. I had to stop for a minute. I didn't get it on film, but I had to stop for a minute and wait for the coyote. You know, that Wiley coyote? Well, here we are on our turn there, guys. That was a few miles back in here again. Trailhead parking over. Yep, new trail up here. Well, if I get ambitious later, I'll have to go ahead and try to maybe hike it a little bit. Maybe when it cools down. That was the trailhead for that. That's the only drawback in case somebody decides to come out, but it's already 3:30, so I'm kind of doubting I'm just going to hit a trail tonight. So I think what we'll do, where do I want to have this open from? No, I think I'll back in there because I need the back of the van up in the air a little bit. There, a little bit elevated. This is definitely kind of cool. I'm liking this. Pretty surreal in here when you're out here by yourself and hardly even a breeze blowing. Looks like I got some climbing to do up ahead, but should be fun. Ooh, a little pool of water yet. Pretty murky. I don't think I'd want to have to drink that. A little bit of a scramble, guys. Not too terrible, but a little bit of one. As much as I hate to say it, I think I'm going to have to turn around. I'm about 1.25 miles back in here or so. And as I'm finding out, in this national park, it's about 3 hours to go anywhere. So I got to run and get some fuel up at the ranger station. And then I got to go to my next campsite and set up. So that ought to take probably 4 or 5 hours. So I gotta say, that was a little bit of a brisk walk this morning. Worked up a sweat and got the old heart going a little bit. Looks like everything's a-okay at the camp. So I think I'll start breaking it down now and head out to get fuel and then to my next campground. So we're on Dugout Wells Road right now. Just figured didn't look too far on the map off the road, so we come back here and check it out and see what it's all about. Well guys, there's a little trail here at this rest area. I just figured I'd take a walk down it. So how do you like that scenery? I think I can live with that. Okay guys, with Mexico on that side and Texas on this side, we got the Rio Grande separating us over here. And as you can see, I can actually say I stuck my toe in the Rio Grande. Really pictured this being a lot bigger and a lot deeper. I didn't realize that at that hot springs, that was part of the Rio Grande too. That was just on the other end of the park. But anyhow guys, I'll get back to you. Well guys, last night in the park. Tomorrow morning I'll be heading up this dirt road that I come in on and hitting the highway and heading west from there. I haven't set up camp yet, if you can tell behind me. The tent's not up yet. It just takes a couple minutes. I put the table and chair out because it's kind of hot for a Minnesotan down here. I think it's 76. I'm just walking in the desert a little bit, get accustomed to it because I'll be heading west further here. Like I said, I might spend a day or two in New Mexico and then head to Arizona, and from there I'm going to play it by ear. because this park was not in the schedule, but because of snow and the higher altitudes up there, I decided I would head south instead of west at that point. Well guys, it's my last day at the national park here at Big Bend, and I'm going to be heading out of here this morning. I got the camp broke down and the truck started. I pretty much went the length of the park from east to west on the southern side of it. A lot of things I haven't seen, a lot of things I wish I could have, but it did start getting pretty busy here yesterday. The canyon down the road here would have been fun to go take a hike in. That didn't happen, but maybe the next time I can hit it. Anyhow, today I think I'm going to run up into the bottom side of New Mexico. I have to do some shopping.